terrific penetration by Sam Cassell, which he does so well, and it's just other people have to spot up.
Houston up by 16. A 23-7 run by the Rockets. Hardaway. He was stopped by Olajuwon. 41-27 Houston.
Patience by Akeem, playing with just the one foul. Had one good play, wasn't in position to make another.
Brown from Ellie. Nice look from Mario Ellie.
Double team again, causing that opening. The big man, Horace Grant, coming down to double big on Olajuwon, but crisp passing results in the easy one inside. Well, Penny Hardaway does an outstanding job anytime he puts up a shot, usually close to the basket, of getting his own miss. Here on the block by Olajuwon, Hardaway stays with it all the way, turns into an easy hoop, and then the double team inside. First by Horace Grant, and the ball swung out and around. Shaquille not able to recover in time.
Well, the Houston Rockets gunning for their 7th straight road win, which would set an NBA playoff record. Why the success on the road? We talked about that with Houston Rockets coach Rudy. Come, gentlemen.
First of all, I think the teams that went on the road have to be good defensive teams, and we are a good defensive team. And I think we focus a lot better on the road. You're there, the respect factor for the other team, and just the crowd just lets you know that, hey, you've got a task here and it's not going to be easy. And it seems like when we're in that mode that, well, we got to survive this tough situation, we're very good.
And the drive by Hardaway, so the Rockets now lead 43-29. Also with 8 road wins in the playoff run, the Rockets have equaled the record. The 1981 Rockets, the only team to win 8 on the road in the playoffs. The rejection by the there for the follow, and Akeem has 18.
That looked like that ball was taken off the glass for a goaltend. Question for Orlando, Shaquille O'Neal. He's only taken 8 shots, just made 2 of them. He's got to get more aggressive and fight his way, maybe repost after he kicks it out.
And Shaquille has gone 13 minutes without scoring. Anderson got stripped, and Cassell on the ball.
Nice knock loose by Olajuwon as both he and Shaq went after it. And the Magic shooting just 32% from the field and only 6 offensive rebounds. Shaq doesn't necessarily have to score on the post-up. He's got to get to the offensive glass.
Olajuwon with 20 points. Olajuwon is 9 of 14 from the field. He has only 1 personal foul, while O'Neal just 2 of 8. And now has not scored the last 14 minutes.
Akeem has had 3 monster games, almost perfect games in the playoffs this year. Utah game 1, San Antonio game 2 and 5. He's on pace to match those efforts in those games as he goes right to the baseline here. No waiting, no hesitation. And for that shot, there is no defense.
Chucky Brown called for the foul, new 24 for the Magic. All the way spinning. It counts, and the foul.
Well, it was obvious what Brian Hill talked to his team about during the last timeout. Hey, guys, the shots are not falling from the perimeter. Drop that head and get to the hole. This is the 2nd time that Hardaway has gone to the basket since the timeout. Nick Anderson went once before and got stripped, but Hardaway is so creative once he gets into the lane.
If they're not going to allow hand checking, if they're not going to allow the defense to put any hands on a guy coming to the hoop, you can't just let him run over your chest like that. That looks like an offensive foul to me.
Houston by 15. 5 minutes left in the first half. Cassell springing loose. Ellie saved that. Horry for 3. Robert Horry. 9 points for Horry. That's his first from downtown. Here's Scott and answer. Olajuwon on the rebound.
Why doesn't that ball get dumped down to Shaq? He'll kick it out. He's passing beautifully. It shouldn't be just thrown up right away.
It looks like there's a tendency right now. Whoever gets the ball is going to try to get the Magic back into the game themselves. It doesn't work that way. You got to do it defensively, and then you got to do it as a team at the offensive end.
And Hardaway had nowhere to go. He thought he had someone with him. And gives it right back.
Houston's ball movement has been superb throughout. Getting in the air, finding guys, and Ellie just touching it over Ori all the time in the world. Net.
The Rockets by 18. Cassell. Beautiful move by Sam Cassell, who has 7 points.
And his outstanding play, not only the 7 points, but his penetration, pretty good defense, is keeping Kenny Smith on the bench.
A 20-point lead, biggest of the night. Shaquille O'Neal draws the foul.
Sam Cassell, so quiet, just the 11 minutes, but now showing his post moves. So valuable for guards to be able to do everything, deliver his own version of the jump hook.
Both Kenny Smith and Sam Cassell have a friendly competition going. They never know which one. They always know Kenny Smith is going to start. They never really are sure who is going to finish because Rudy Tomjanovich isn't sure. He's going to go by feel in every game. But the happiest guy on the Rocket bench in game 1 was Sam Cassell when Kenny Smith was nailing those 3-pointers.
But that's what being a team is all about. That's Shaq's first points in the last 14 minutes.
Shaquille is 4 for 4 from the line.
Here's the trapping defense.
And Scott trying to strip Ori. Called for the foul. And Renetta Scott his second.
His second 14th foul.
Well, the Magic trying to shake up the Rockets a little bit, give them a different look. Setting up the little 2-2-1, more or less a delay trap. Not necessarily looking for a steal there, just looking to break up rhythm, but Dennis Scott got caught reaching in.
3:43 to go in this first quarter. Rockets with an 18-point lead.
You're watching the NBA Finals on NBC.
Anderson coming off the missed free throws in game 1 on Wednesday night. This crowd has been quieted by the Rocket barrage in the first half. And Bill, we talked about this at the start. You were looking for some adjustments on the part of Hakeem Olajuwon. He's certainly done it off the boards in contrast to what took place in game 1.
He's on his way to one of those magical performances. He's got to keep it going. The game's far from over. Houston, of course, was in this same situation just Wednesday night.
Olajuwon and rebounded by Anderson. Yes, Orlando led by 20 at one stretch in the first half. And the Rockets came from behind. And then Orlando had to come back from a deficit. O'Neal for Hardaway. Eluding Ori. Hardaway. And the Magic looking for a goaltend. A foul was called. No indication on the goaltend. Apparently just a shooting foul.
A terrific block by Hakeem coming from the far reach side. That might have dipped down. That might have dipped down.
That's about as close as you can get either way. Obviously, you know what the home crowd thinks about that. I think Brian Hill right now is looking for his team to come out of this second quarter, go in at halftime with something positive to hold on, as Brian Hill's questioning why that was not a goaltend. A little interesting switch defensively. Robert Ori, an outstanding, very tall defender at 6'10", has been guarding Hardaway now.
Keeping Hardaway out of the post, but allowing him to drive. I don't think they're reposting Shaq enough. Inside, outside, then back in.
Anthony Bowie is on the floor. He is now guarding Sam Cassell. Olajuwon. And Bowie with the rebound. 2:45 remaining in this first half. Anderson's pass almost ticked off. Ori could not control it.
You know, sometimes you say, as a coach, you say to your team, why don't we aim for Robert Ori? Because they might miss him because he looks like he knows where every pass is going. He has done a terrific job jumping into passing lanes.
Was that your coaching?
Once in a while. I used to say that a lot with Michael Jordan.
Shaquille O'Neal with a strong move, doing it against Charles Jones. 52-37 Rockets.
Great passers, Marv. They don't even see the defenders out there. All they see is guys who